Builders in the Void. A story by user DrunkRobot97. Chapter 6. Red Cross. I was knocked to the ground. My entire body was numb. I couldn't even twitch. Ringing filled my ears. My exposed skin registered an unbearable heat, and my eyes confirmed the source. Fires had started all around me, consuming the wooden structure of the village. The village, my unit was supposed to protect. The 8-Star Pirates, one of the largest criminal organizations that still had a foothold in council space, was sending raiders to this developed but undefended neutral colony of Frangi every other day. The council put together a peacekeeping force to push them back, but they were tenacious. Every time we tried to storm a stronghold in the endless jungles, they'd fight us for every meter, and when it looked like we were about to overrun them, they'd just pick up their stuff and disappear into the trees. And now, it looked like they were bringing the fight to us. The ringing seemed to subside a little. Now I could hear what was happening: gunfire, bombardment, probably small artillery, shouting and screaming. I looked around to see council peacekeepers of many different races fending off 8-star mercs while they got civilians to the shuttles. I looked down at my chest to see what was pinning me to the ground. Only to see nothing. I was shaking, uncontrollably. I barely had the strength to lift an arm, let alone get up and run back to friendly lines. It was certain. I was going to die right here, right now. I'm sorry, Sunsi. I'm not going to come home. Please forgive me. Look after our... All of a sudden, something grabbed me by the shoulders. I thought at first it was a merc getting ready to slit my throat, but then they started dragging me towards what seemed to be a peacekeeper foothold. I was being saved. By someone who was really strong, too. Was it another Remlin, or an Alomi using a mech suit? Whoever it was, they were either impervious to small arms fire, or really, really stupid. Who in our unit would be so suicidal as to... Oh, you have got to be kidding me. We reached a mound of sandbags. Only the species crazy enough to save me would make sand a viable barrier against railgun rounds. And we stopped, now relatively safe from the invaders. The soldier who dragged me here helped me up into a sitting position against the wall. Now I could see the person I was going to be buying drinks for the rest of the tour. What I saw surprised me. It, or I should say she, was a human, confirming my suspicions. But not a regular Marine. Instead of the green camouflage that frontline troops all shared, her suit was a mix of red and white. Her helmet, backpack, and arm brandishing a cross shape, red on white. To the humans it was the species-wide symbol for health or aid. The more I asked about it, the crazier it sounded. Humans would take medical professionals, relief workers, civilians, put them into purposefully easy-to-identify uniforms, then send them to war-torn corners of the galaxy to help the impoverished and wounded. It's a great ideal, but they go to war zones? Places where entire armies are killing each other next door. I thought it was a waste of time when there was still an enemy to kill, and it seemed every other council race agreed with me. But not the humans. No. They had to also bring along 2 million personnel of the Red Cross, along with 7 of their hospital ships. Imagine a hull for a carrier, stripped of shields and weapons, and filled with enough medical tech to service a fleet, and play doctor while we dealt with the 8-star. Of course, I'm eating my words. "Don't move! I have to sterilize you!" the human woman shouted at the top of her lungs over the skirmish happening around us. I was rather confused and pretty terrified of the implications of her statement. "Wait, what are you doing to me?" "Your wound. I have to seal and clean it before it gets infected." She had taken off her backpack, now sorting through her equipment as quickly as she could. "What wound? I'm not wounded!" She looks back up at me and places her arm on my shoulder. "Pal, I don't know how to say this, but you just stepped on a landmine." "A what?" "A landmine. The lower half of your right leg is gone. My eyes go down to my right leg, and she was right. It was nothing more than a stump, blue blood slowly seeping out. But how? I don't even feel it.
Trust me, if it wasn't for your suit flooding your body with painkillers, you'd feel it like all hell. Don't worry, though. If we get you out of here, we can grow you another one, good as new.
I didn't take much comfort in this. A shot from a merc hits a sandbag on the top of the wall, causing it to fall and land beside me. My attention draws back to the pirates trying their darndest to kill us all. You don't happen to have a gun on you, do you?
A gun? No, sorry, that would be against my oath.
Your oath?
To never cause harm to someone without their informed consent.
Even if they were shooting at you?
Okay, so it's not like the oath doesn't get tested every once in a while. It's your job to point and shoot, not mine. You've done very well, by the way.
She knew how to shut him up. You'd give her credit for that. After spraying where my lower leg used to be attached to my body with disinfectant and wrapping a med packet around it, she started scanning my vitals for any other wounds.
Shit,
cried the human as she instinctively dived over me for the grenade, picking it up and throwing it as far as she could. It exploded in the air less than a second after leaving her hand.
Motherfuckers! Trying to kill me and my patient. They'll have to let it cook a little longer next time.
I was stunned at this woman. In the last 2 minutes she had run under fire, dragged me to safety, started giving me first aid, and now she just picked up a cooking grenade rather than duck and leave me to die. And this was a civilian. Why didn't you go for cover?
Because you would have died if I did. Come on, I have a reputation to maintain. Imagine how bad it would look if you got turned into mincemeat under my watch.
There was no way I was going to be able to repay this woman enough. But I might as well start. Well, thank you for what you did there.
Thank me when you get home.
She turns on her helmet radio.
Greg, prep a shuttle spot for a Remlin soldier. He stepped on a mine and needs treatment for shock and a new right leg. Send someone over with a stretcher. Request a fire team to lay down covering fire. Out.
Wait, you're putting me on a shuttle?
Yes, economy flight to AHS Nightingale. You can buy me a beer when you get back on your feet.
A human man, also clad in white and red, suddenly ducks down to kneel beside us. I got here as quick as I can. Holy hell, your leg's missing. Come on, let's get you on a stretcher. The man and woman unfolded 2 metal poles with a sheet of fabric joining them together by the length. They lifted me onto the stretcher. Okay, when we get up, we're going to run like hell until we reach the evac point. Hold on as best you can. Ready? These 2 humans were about to run into the guns of pirates to save my life, and they were asking me if I was ready. Yes, I'm ready. Right. Go! The world was shaking. Panic filled my heart. I was certain that a merc was going to take an easy shot, either hitting me or one of the humans. But I heard gunfire from our lines, keeping the mercs behind cover while the humans made their insane charge for the shuttle. We made it. We fucking made it to safety before any of the 3 of us could get shot. I can see the white shuttle opening its doors to let me into the passenger cabin. Inside, there are more wounded, both soldiers and civilians. 1 bed is empty.
Up you come, there's a good chap. Okay, Greg, you take good care of them all, or you face my wrath.
Wouldn't have it any other way, ma'am. Wait, she isn't coming? What are you doing? Don't the people on the ship need your help? She turns to me as I'm placed into the last spot on the shuttle.
I'm a field medic. Most of the guys here don't know their way around a Band-Aid. I've still got a lot of work to do down here. Take care of yourself. I'll be there to claim my beer.
The shuttle doors closed. Just an hour ago, if you asked me what bravery was, I would say something like storming an insurgent camp or surviving a bombing run. These are tasks done by trained soldiers, men and women that have spent years preparing themselves to die for their species. That human, that civilian, that woman forced me to reconsider my definition of bravery. It's a good one. I like the Red Cross thing. It's a really good one. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, being here with me, just taking this journey with me. It's been so much fun, guys. We're at like so many freaking subs. We're almost at 4K. I can't believe it. And we got so many people joining the Patreon. Thank you guys so much. You're really helping me out, and it's making this all seem like it's worth it, and that I'm actually gonna be able to do something with this. So thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Go visit the Patreon, get some cool perks, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye, y'all. I love you, I love you, I love you, is all I want to say, until I find a way. I will say the only words I know that you'll understand, my Michel. Michel, ma belle, sont les mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I love you, I love you, I love you. All right, that's it.